Hello, I'm Janet, and this is Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine, because men like boobs and girls like wine. Before we get started this week, I have an announcement. Attention, Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine listeners. When Magic Mike opened 3 summers ago, women and the LGBT community flocked to theaters across North America in droves. Well, this summer, the men are back in Magic Mike XXL, and they're even hotter than ever. Channing Tatum reprises his role as Magic Mike with Joe Manganiello, Matt Bomer, Adam Rodriguez, Gabriel Iglesias returning, plus new cast members including Amber Heard, Jada Pinkett, Donald Glover, and Andy McDowell. The film is directed by Gregory Jacobs, and Magic Mike XXL will be the girls' night out guilty pleasure film of the summer. Guaranteed. It opens in theaters nationwide on Wednesday, July 1st. But if you're in the Denver area, I've got your chance to see it before it hits theaters. That's right. On June 25th at the UA Colorado Center at 7 p.m., you have your chance, through Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine only, to see it. All you got to do is send me an email at twogirlsandabottle-of-wine@gmail.com. That's all spelled out, twogirlsandabottle-of-wine@gmail.com. Send me your full name, and you'll enter yourself for a chance to win 2 tickets to go see Magic Mike on June 25th at 7 p.m. at the UA Colorado Center. Butterfly's excited. You hear her. So send your email now, because I'm going to announce the winners very soon. 2girlsandabottle-of-wine@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you there. And as an added bonus, there's more. Yep. The Colorado firefighters will be at the Magic Mike screening, selling their calendars for charity and doing photos. That's right. Hot firemen are going to be selling their Hot Fireman calendars at the Magic Mike screening on June 25th. And so you're not going to want to miss this. Not at all. Hashtag yes, please. So send your email, 2girlsandabottle-of-wine@gmail.com. I have Petra from Hillbilly Nerd Talk on my podcast for the second time in a row. I am a blessed woman.
Oh, thank you. Hi, y'all.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. I am going to survive this week.
You are? Now tell everyone why it's such a struggle. The struggle is real, y'all.
It is real. We are moving next door. And if you have never moved next door, you don't know what a moving hardship is, because you don't take it seriously. You don't throw things away. You just drag everything load by load.
Are there stairs involved?
Yes, there are stairs involved.
Okay. Is there an elevator?
Yeah, but it wasn't working for a while.
Oh, it's like the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, exactly. It is exactly like that. And it's just been crazy, but we're going to get over there. And it looks like we may actually be over there on Sunday, but I'm like, then I'm going to just hide for a few days.
And you guys typically record your podcast, Hillbilly Nerd Talk, on Sundays, correct?
Yeah, we do.
So is that gonna change this week, or?
Probably not. We may leave the computer desk and everything over here until the last thing. The thing is, we don't have to be out of here for another couple of weeks. So we've got some breathing room, but it's just getting aggravating to have. Like when you go to change your razor blade or something, you're like, oh, that's next door.
I can only imagine. Oh, my goodness. Ah! So you didn't take it serious because you weren't moving that far. And when the time came, it was like, oh, crap, this is real moving, even though it isn't that far.
Exactly. And we've got some people who are going to help us move furniture and everything, but there was already some furniture next door, so we're still trying to figure out what we're going to keep and what we're going to try to store. And it's just a logistical free-for-all. It's just...
There was furniture in your new place already? I'm so confused.
Yeah. Well, all right. It was, all right, we owned it, but we were renting to a fella, and he wanted out a little bit early, and it's really cool furniture, so we kind of made him a deal. So we let him out of a couple months' rent and took the furniture that he wasn't planning on taking anyhow.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's win-win. But now we've got 2 couches and we've got 2 love seats.
And only 1 apartment.
Yeah.
That is a dilemma. And this is the first time you and Hank have moved together, correct?
Yes, and we haven't killed each other.
Yay! Because I don't know if he's there.
You've moved together before, haven't you?
No, I moved in with Steve, and it's too big of a house for 2 people, and he has so much crap.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I've done is organize his basement so we could turn it into a studio. Like I put up shelves and put his crap on shelves so we could have room. But no, we have not moved together, and I've thought about if that ever does happen. I'm not sure. I might need to pay someone to be my stand-in.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, and this is, all right, I think women are nesters. I mean, I know I have to nest. Hank really makes fun of me sometimes. Like, if we're going somewhere, we stay at a hotel, he's like, he just plops on the bed and he's like, you nest. And I have to for a few minutes. And this time I'm getting to put stuff like shelves in the pantry where I want them and things like that. So,
oh yeah,
I'm kind of liking that.
I can imagine, because I have one room that is mine, and it happens to be a bathroom. But you watch the YouTube videos, you know how much fun makeup can be.
Yes.
So yes. I turned our spare bathroom in the second level into my bathroom. So it has like all of my makeup in drawers, and it's beautiful. It's decorated. It was decorated like Colorado mountain theme. Now it's like Vogue red and black fun.
Ooh, nice.
And it was so nice to have that one spot that was mine. And then I'm like, wait, this is a bathroom. I want a real place.
You know, I totally understand, because I kept threatening to repaint the bathroom that I staked out and claimed.
Uh-huh.
And I did hang a painting in there and everything. And I had all my makeup and hair stuff and everything in there. But this is really kind of funny. The place we're moving into now is like super rustic. It's very cool looking, but it's masculine. And I am just a little bit like, oh God, I'm going to buy the most girly frou-frou stuff to go in there.
Yes, lots of flowers, lots of mirrors.
I myself doing that. I'm like, oh God.
You have to balance it out. You have to.
You do. And you have, I don't know, you just have to do something to make it feel like yours too. I do.
Yes. So. Yes, definitely. I've been trying. I kind of set up a desk here in our basement a couple years ago, but it's cold in the basement, and I don't like hanging out here because I don't like being cold. So I'm like, can we turn one of the spare bedrooms into like a Janet office, or turn half of the office into Janet office? And I've gotten nowhere, but maybe someday.
If you move, you'll get those concessions.
I will stake my claim. This is my corner.
Yes. And I've done a lot of the legwork, the moving the small loads. Hank's moved all the big stuff, but I've done like the little bitty loads, like back and forth. The pedometer has been great. I've been hitting 10 miles every day, easy.
Wow.
And it's next door.
Isn't that how it always works, though? The women always get stuck with all the small stuff, which ends up being much more than the big stuff.
It does, but to not drop the big stuff on my feet is priceless, so I'll just do it.
And have you tried to move the big stuff with Hank, and it just makes you feel like a wuss?
Oh, absolutely.
I hate that. Steve and I have done that. We moved the treadmill from the main floor to the basement, and I was cursing him by the end. I'm like, I can't do this. You should call your guy friends.
Yeah. Well, Hank knows I can't hold the end of some of those things and everything. And he does. He just calls his buddies and has them help him move stuff, because I'll drop it on him and I don't mean to.
You say that, but
I really don't. I'll be killing myself, and the next thing I know, it's on my feet too. So.
So what else is new with you guys? I know moving is like all consuming, but what else is new?
Well, all right, and this sounds crazy. We're also we got a chance to buy a building, which sounds nuts. but it's a small town.
Okay.
So we got a chance to buy a building. So we're doing that too, which is awesome and a big adventure and everything, but it's also terrifying. And we're supposed to finalize that tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. So your plate's not full enough. Let's buy a new building.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you going to turn this into like apartments? You said that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
It's got a big retail space on the bottom, but right now it's empty. There's nothing down there, and it needs some remodel work. And the, quote, apartments upstairs are, well, they're bad.
Oh, so you have some more work ahead of you.
Yes. Yes.
But it'll be worth it. You guys will have fun together.
Yes, we will. And it is fun to figure out what we're going to do with it and figure out a layout and plan those things. But then you get the contractors in and then it gets...
Oh, I can only imagine. You know, Tara from...
It's done, it's a good investment. Once it's done, it's a really good investment. But when you're standing there looking at it and you're trying to run the stray cats out, you're just like,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, and you're a cat lover, so it's not like you can, be mean.
Yeah. Yes. No, I can't. So I'm like, we've got to scare them all out and then block them from getting back in.
Right. Well, Tara, she's one of my other co-hosts from La Lovely Vintage.
Uh-huh.
She has taken some of those older trailers and turned them into a boutique that she travels around Denver and sells things out of.
Wow.
And she just recently bought a new one and very similar situation. She's like, it's a lot of work, but when it gets finished, it's just going to be beautiful.
You just have to keep the end picture in mind. You just have to keep focusing on that and not chicken out.
Right. Well, speaking of Tara, she was my guest last week, and she left some questions for you because my new question and answer fun is the guest before gets to make up questions for the next week's guest. I totally stole it from Grace Helbig. Do you watch her show?
No.
Okay. I recommend it. It's on E! It just finished its first season. Hopefully it'll come back for a second season.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out.
All right. So you ready for question and answer fun with Petra?
I'll try.
All right. Petra, how do you find inspiration living in a small town?
Honestly, Pinterest is one thing as far as like inspiration for design ideas and things like that, the building improvements that we're doing and everything. And I also really like to travel, even if it's only like a weekend trip here or there, to get out to bigger places and see what other people are doing.
I agree completely, yes.
There's nothing like that breath of fresh air that you get, which people think I'm crazy for wanting to do that. But I like, we're even planning a trip now. We want to go to DC sometime this summer and go check out some museums and some culture in the big city.
Oh, that would be a lot. I've not been to DC. One of my girlfriends just went and did all of the DC stuff, and she just said it was amazing.
It is. This is a repeat trip for us, so we like it enough to go back.
Excellent. And so are you going to do that this summer?
Yes, we're hoping.
How far away from Kentucky is DC? Is it drivable?
It's about an 8 to 10 hour drive.
Okay.
It's drivable in a day.
Would you fly, though?
Possibly.
Yeah. Vegas is 10 hours from here, and I would never drive it. Because you're got to drive back.
I don't know. We've tried the Amtrak thing before.
Oh,
like, we've gotten on a train and everything. And the trip there was great. The trip back was 3 times as long and 10 times as hard. And we were like, not going to do that again. Maybe it's possible, but sometimes seriously, like an 8-hour drive, it takes you 8 hours by the time you go to an airport, get through security, make a layover, because where we're at, there's no place that has direct flight. So it ends up being an 8 to 10 hour day, but you're in airplanes, or you can have an 8 to 10 hour day and you can stop and eat whenever you want to.
That's true. And see the sights.
Yeah.
That's true. That is very true. All right,
So-
the next